Hi, this is Dave and Zach from Patch. We're here doing our weekly A&M Digital Technology sponsored web show, and we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about and focus on food raise for this episode. And I know, Zach, you've been having your raise meetings, meet with your raise kids. And then we also have our Thai food students who we met with last night. Morgan Cottrell, who's a senior at the high school, is leading our Thai food brigade, and they're planning lots of good stuff. They're going to have their basket bingo coming up on December 15th here at the Committee on Aging, which is going to raise money for a great cause. And then also we'll have their Toys for Tots, which helps with the Secret Santa list at the elementary school, Reedy, Gary, and Walton. So the students will be working on those two projects pretty actively, and also planning a trip into the schools to talk about making good choices, which is part of their mission, is take it from us. So we're excited about that group, and I know you've had a lot of busy stuff happening with Raise.
Right. And it's exciting this time. It's good to get the high school students going again, and we have several, a pile of them really, that have been working for us through the summer and all the way through the summer from last year. Some of them working, but sometimes it seems like every year the school schedule has changed over the last several years. Sometimes it takes a while to get that sorted out, ironed out, get these meetings happening at a time that all these students can make it, and we finally feel like we're getting there.
Yeah, now we're starting to make some progress.
Yep, and getting the people there that want to be there and that want to participate in these community projects. We had a meeting yesterday for the Raise Club at Roane County High School. Raise is a tobacco prevention organization that's statewide, and we operate it through our Patch program at Roane County High School, and get a lot of help from Mr. Nida at Roane County High School. Has been very accommodating for helping us get these into the school and helping with that. On Wednesdays now, on the last 15 minutes of first lunch, the last 15 minutes of the second lunch at Roane County High School, we're having our Raise meetings. The Raise meeting, anybody who comes in, fill out a form, be a part of Raise. Once they do that, freshmen through high school, or freshman through senior, in high school, can attend those meetings. It's an open meeting, and we'll take anybody that wants to participate and do good in their community.
That's a great opportunity. If you're a parent and you have a high school student, get them involved. It takes 15 minutes of their lunchtime where they'd normally, if they're anything like me, would sit around and shoot the breeze anyway.
Right.
They can come to this meeting. They can take a leadership role. There'll be you'll have news about the events that are coming up that they can get involved in, and it's a great opportunity to learn to speak a little bit publicly through the activities if they choose to participate. It's a great way to develop some leadership, and it's a great way to become part of a group, and it's a fun group. You guys do lots of fun stuff, and you know, and there's something there for everybody.
Those students, along with Thai food students, have the opportunity a couple times during the year to go with Thai food into the school system and talk to them. We have a trip to the state capitol. Last week, the week before last, we had a trip to Parkersburg, the regional race kickoff, and they have opportunities, and they're free, and they get to attend these and do these great things. Today was a big day for Raise. It's the Great American Smokeout, which is across the country a smoking prevention initiative or a smoking cessation initiative for those people who don't smoke, and for young kids, it's an opportunity to raise awareness about the health issues that are involved with using tobacco. For people that do smoke, it's an opportunity to take a break for the day and try not to smoke for the day, and possibly get involved with a smoking cessation program and quit if that's what you want to do. And I have some information about that. I'll also show you what our students at Raise prepared yesterday during our meeting and did today. This is called the Read My Lips commotion that Raise does. And the students wear their medical mask that says Read My Lips. This one says tobacco kills or smoking kills. And they have other things like statistics on tobacco-related issues.
Put it back on again?
Can't hear very well I'm speaking, so, but it's a commotion, and they call those commotions because the students could wear those in between going to classes. We asked them not to do it during class because they don't want to disturb their actual class time, but walking between classes or during lunch. And it's a way that they don't even really have to speak loud or do those things. It just brings attention and has people look and say, what's going on here? And then you have the message to be delivered them. They had also cards they could give out to people. But one of the things was to bring light to some of the statistics, which one of the big deals is 1 in 5 people in West Virginia will die from tobacco-related causes, and that's something that's a big number for us. Adults in West Virginia, there's 3,900 who will die each year in West Virginia from smoking, from their own smoking. That's not secondhand smoke. There's annual deaths in West Virginia from others smoking. Secondhand smoke and pregnancy smoking is they've matched that to be up to 510 a year annual deaths from smoking. And West Virginia kids who have lost at least one parent to smoking caused deaths is 2,200 who have lost a parent, and that's a big thing that we look at. And we also look at things, tobacco use rates in West Virginia are among the highest in the nation. Pregnancy, smoking during pregnancy, we are at the top, and that's one of those statistics that we really want to push and look at. And mainly just keep it out there that in West Virginia, the average age that a young person initiates smoking, tries it for the first time, is 12 years old. And that's one of the things we teach our students in high school, and that's why they go talk to the middle school, elementary school students, because people who don't start before they're 18 are much less likely to ever get addicted to cigarettes. Yep. Most of the people that are lifelong smokers started, I believe it's between 80 and 90% of lifelong smokers started before they were actually old enough to buy cigarettes at 18. Right. So that's why we're targeting those younger students and trying to get them not to start, and then they don't have to deal with some of those health problems and the cost of smoking later on.
12 years old. That's startling. That's 6th, 7th grade. You know, that is craziness. You know, you think about a 6th grader and saying, oh, surely not. Really. If they're not involved in something after school, they're a latchkey kid, or they spend time around older people that are, when they're not chaperoned, so to speak, or under an adult supervision, then that opens the gate and gives them the opportunity. You know, if they get off a bus and have to walk with a crowd of kids and there's no supervision there, that's the kind of stuff that's going to happen. We know between 3 and 6 is when kids get in that kind of stuff, and at 12, they're going to try it. It's available to them, so try to stop that. Good propaganda to stop it.
Absolutely. That's what Raise does. Raise is trying to counteract the tobacco industry's advertising and promotions and efforts to get younger people to use tobacco with candy-flavored snuff and cigarettes that have certain flavors, or cool ads in magazines, or people smoking in movies that they utilize. They still spend lots of dollars advertising, even though they can't do it through certain avenues. And that's one of the things Raise does, is just try to balance that out and say, if you're going to try to get people to smoke, we're going to try to get people not to smoke and use tobacco in general. And one of the really scares you're talking about with the age is that smoking is now designated as a pediatric disease because the age that people are starting or getting the initiation use is when they're young, not when they're older. So that's when they're really trying to target it.
So good stuff. Again, get your child involved. If you have a high schooler, even if you just want them to have more friends or to practice leadership skills, become involved in these events, it's great for them. They don't have to have any special skills. Just come and get involved.
And it's all voluntary with it. We present the information. They hear it. They're around these students, but we don't make them do anything other than show up. They can show up, and they're not made to do anything. They can choose to whether participate in these activities. We do give away things such as shirts and things for the people that do activities and complete things. Those people get priority on going to trips and things like that participate. But you don't have to. If the student just wants to check it out, see what it's about, they can come hang out and go to as many meetings as they want and never actually do anything. We'll encourage them to, but it's not a requirement, and that's the way somebody who's not quite sure whether they want to be involved in something like this can kind of get in it, get their feet wet, see if they like it, and then learn from those that are leaders in these groups who really get the most out of it.
I agree. So all stuff, of course, if you have any questions about anything we talked about today, call our office, 927-8047. Shoot us an email through our website, patch21.org. You can check out all the information and news on our Facebook page. I know that's the popular source of communication now at facebook.com/Patch21. So lots of good stuff going on, and we're going to start doing giveaways. We're taking the week of Thanksgiving off from doing a show. We'll be back the week after, and then we'll start giving away some cool stuff and prizes. So tune in, tell your friends about it, and we'll be having more shows, more exciting shows. So appreciate everybody's time. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week. And a big thank you, of course, to A&M Digital Technologies, who makes this show possible, and Joe and Cena McDonald. So if you have any questions or want to do your own live broadcast, give them a call at amdigitaltechnologies.com. And, of course, don't forget your mask. Always comes in handy. Makes it a little harder to like that, but I like it.
I'll start wearing that in the office.
There you go. Sitting around the office just passing out messages for free for anybody that walks in. All right, well, everybody have a great week. Have a great Thanksgiving, and that's our show for this week. We'll talk to you when we get back last week in November.